from Christmas, I hope. Well, decided to get a little bit warmer here because apparently Greenland's the hot item on the ticket. Why? Hell if I know. I mean, I was thinking, you know what, man, if we're gonna try to go imperial, can we at least like get some places that are warm? I mean, we already got North Dakota, South Dakota, Alaska, Maine, Michigan. I mean, let's go someplace warm, man. Like, I mean, I'm sure Mexico would be down, probably. Or maybe, we could cut some deals with them. Maybe, make them the 51st state, and then maybe we can stop fentanyl. I don't know. Just a suggestion here. But, I mean, really, if we're going to go imperial, man, let's get some warm weather countries rather than freeze our nuts off. But yeah, not a whole lot on the docket today for discussion, just because of the holidays. I still got to take my tree down. But I hope y'all had a good time with your families and friends. Other than that, I've not been much. Haven't been able to play with my DIY OJ Simpson kit. Looking forward to that one. There's a funny story with that. So, and it just worked out perfectly. My wife took the kids to go get Christmas presents for me, and like my daughter picked leather gloves because I need new gloves, and she got me this hat. Then my stepson, my youngest stepson, gets me that pocket knife, and I'm like looking at my gifts, and I'm like, holy shit, man! You guys think me and OJ Simpson or something got something in common here? I thought that was hilarious. I mean, good stuff. But get some isotoners in a nice sharp blade. But I mean, it's awesome. That's it, stuff I'll use. So it's pretty cool. As you can see, moved into the new house finally. But no, that's not one of those digital backgrounds. I'm not that talented with computers. In fact, I run my entire channel off of a burner from Walmart. But we'll get out to the range. It's finally some decent weather out here in the Arctic, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we had an interesting incident on Christmas, believe it or not. So there's a laundromat that's open because we don't get our new washer and dryer till like the 6th. That's when they're going to deliver them. We had a comforter that needed to get cleaned or whatnot. We take it to the laundromat, dried, whatever. We're walking out to our car. We're driving home. This car is just totally tailgating my wife and I, and flashing their lights, and like whatever. The guy goes to get out of his car at the intersection. My wife's like, hold on, let's see what this guy wants. Pulls over. Well, 2A all day right here. And this guy is like, in the laundromat, did you happen to see my tablet? He chased us down like 4 blocks for his tablet. So he's accusing us of stealing a tablet from the laundromat. I mean, first off, you shouldn't be leaving your shit laying around in a laundromat. They're not exactly the classiest of joints. And then, he saw where my hand was at, and he stepped back a little bit. And I'm like, look, dude, I don't have your tablet. My wife's like, we didn't take your tablet. You want to look through our shit? You can. It's in the back of the trunk. And this guy's like, oh, well, I serve Jehovah, and I need my tablet so I can go preach the word to people. And, Jehovah Witness, and flat out right there, man. I'm like, all right, whatever. Well, Merry Christmas, dude. And got in the car and left. But I mean, this guy's a dumbass, man. I mean, are you looking to get shot? And acting like a maniac like that. And there's not a single jury in this entire state that would convict me, because that would have been considered self-defense if he would have stepped forward. I mean, it's just, man, on Christmas, nobody should have to worry about doing that. But you're in a state. This dude, he's in a state full of gun nuts, and you would think he would know better than to approach people in that manner, but yeah, I don't know. He's just lucky it was me, somebody with a little fucking restraint. That's all I gotta say. But, anyways, that's kind of my fun Christmas story. Other than that, O.J. Simpson kit. The kids had a good time. I don't know. Not really a whole lot going on. I'll be dropping some more of the stuff on sniper stuff. There's a lot of context and things to go over and discuss as far as snipers go, because so many people think, okay, this dude's gonna go into the army and automatically gonna go into sniper school and he'll be a ranger like that. And you know, they don't understand that the actual training and everything you go through to do it, I mean, I couldn't do it. I wasn't cut out for it. But like, you've got, I mean, when they were doing the Scout Sniper program, the Marine Corps, it takes a specific type of personality to become a hog, you know, and that's a hunter gunman. You can be a pig, and that's professionally instructed gunman. But to get that hog's tooth, which is a 308 slug with a necklace, leather strap through it, you're gonna wear. You have to pass, but they got rid of that program recently and phased it out. So, you know, we'll go over a lot of the other stuff, but there's just so much to think about. And then, like, the other thing I noticed, and this irritates the living hell out of me. So, you know, when it comes down to snipers, and you guys have heard me a million times, I'm not a long distance marksman. That's, you know, there's so many people way better than me. My daughter's going to be way better than me. You know, truth be told, I'd rather, you know, be close, CQB and all that junk. But the thing about it, they don't just hand you, you know, a precision rifle, tell you to go drop down and plot down somewhere and start shooting rounds down range. I mean, you learn wind apertures, you learn temperature, you learn how to spot. You've got to learn how to talk when you're spotting. Degrees. I mean, it's a whole process and a lot of math, a lot of thinking, and a lot of quick decisions. You know, the other thing about it is when you have all these pieces of shit like Anthony Luciano Ramundi, who commits stolen valor, claiming he killed 300 Viet Cong. Yes, this guy did, and he did commit stolen valor. He's making money off of his book. Go ahead and have at him, people, if you want to. He's a piece of shit. But snipers, man, they can be laying there all day. They might be in a position where they can't move or they're compromised until somebody gets relief or suppressed fire or something along the lines where they can move and get mobilized. Other than that, though, they might be stuck up in a sniper hive. They might be stuck laying down somewhere. You might end up having to piss in your pants because you don't know how long it'll be until you can move safely. I mean, these guys go through hell and back. It's not just, here's the new sweet 338 Lapua. Have at it, buddy. Go have fun. No, it's a lot more, and it's mental, and it's a lot more math and calculations. You know, one of the big things once we start really getting into it, though, is communication and learning how to tell distance. I mean, there's rangefinders and things along that line, but mentally, you train your mind so you have a general idea. You know, knowing the ballistics of what types of rounds you're using, whether it be, you know, the old school 308s, like if you had an M40A1, you know, bolt action, or, you know, you're moving on to the 300 mags or any of those. I mean, these are all little factors that a lot of people don't think really make that big of a difference, but they do. Velocity is going to play a huge role in it as far as the long range goes. And I know precision rifles right now is a huge fad with a lot of guys out there, especially civilians and stuff like that. Everybody loves to have the custom guns, love to have everything set up, you know, get out to the range, throw some lead down and see what you can do. It's a lot harder than that, though. I mean, you know, you think about it, you look at the size of the rifles for starters, because they're high powered, they have to go quite some distance. Now imagine trying to move around and being mobile with that. And, you know, this is one of the things Tim Kennedy, a lot of people have called his bullshit on. Not just him with the bag full of hand grenades, but also him talking about maneuvering around, you know, in his, you know, in his vehicle on this convoy, with, you know, this huge high-powered rifle and stuff like that, man. And when you're in the RGs, man, those things, you're in, you don't move, you jump out. You don't want as much bulk and all this crap trying to get in and out of those things, especially if there's a gunfight. And what's the number one thing to do? you stay in it because you're armored, you don't jump out. But if you're jumping out with a huge, you know, sniper rifle, whatever, it's just so impractical, it's insane. But, you know, these are a lot of things we'll go over. I'm excited because, you know, there's some famous snipers, like, from different countries, you know, fought in different conflicts, like, you know, Simo, this dude from Finland, man, back in World War, shit, what was it? World War II, World War I, was it? Anyways, the white ghost or ghost of death, man, and this dude's out there, his whole face is frostbitten off, man, because he couldn't move, but he was shooting Soviets. I mean, it's so much bloody history, and there's so many dudes that are just freaking nuts. And you know, unfortunately, with the United States, one thing, there's not too many people in conflicts from the other side that we really hear a lot of history about, whether that be because, you know, winners always get to decide what goes down in history, or, you know, the fact of the matter, it could be, well, we got our asses kicked, man. We don't want people to know about that battle, which, you know, that tends to happen too. But man, there's some pretty wicked dudes out there, and I've been digging up some, and I think you guys are gonna think it's pretty rad. I can't wait to get this content out to you. I've made sure that, like, this is fresh stuff, not regurgitated. We're not gonna talk about Chris Kyle. We're not gonna talk about that book. I don't feel like that's worth anybody's time. The inconsistencies have been pointed out so many times with all of his stuff, man. I don't even want to talk about it. I'd rather, you know, go over some fresh stuff with everybody, and you know, some people who had some really good accomplishments. And I'm not going to take away from Mr. Chris Kyle. He's passed away, and that would be in bad taste. So we'll leave it at that. But I'll have that content for you guys coming out. We got some more dropping tonight. I appreciate everybody that's watching this, you know, all 15 of you. Wow. And anybody that watches the replay later, thanks so much. And keep your eyes peeled, guys. It'll be coming.